Hey, what up, though? How y'all feel? Y'all tuning in to Martez and the fellas. And Martez is not here, as you can see. Y'all like, Martez lost some weight, man. No, that's filling in for Martez. Well, he ain't filling in for Martez. No, he's irreplaceable. Pause. I sounded kind of
that was real suspect.
Yeah, well, y'all know what I'm saying. Martez our boy, so you know what I'm saying. We got Gemini sitting in, and y'all know the familiar face to the left of me. Say your name, fella.
What's up? It's your boy Melvin Bender, aka Melman, aka Mr. No Filter. Like, I don't care what I say, but it is what it is. Yeah, we make it good anyway.
We getting it in today, man. Gemini, say something to you.
What up, dog? The realest comedian in the game, in the building, man. What's happening?
I always wanted to ask you, man, what make you the realest? Cause why you that's been your tagline for years. Your name for years. What make you the realest?
I feel like, because I don't tell jokes. I haven't, just be 10 years, I haven't never wrote a joke. I never made up a joke. Everything I tell is really life that really happened in my real life. And also, like, I tell it how it happened. No fluffing, no buffing, nothing. And I'm real off stage. You know what I'm saying? I be me. I don't feel like.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? That's really wild,
man. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Cause I second that motion, but I do think you write jokes. It's convenient.
I don't.
It sounds good when the comedian say, "I don't write jokes." Yeah.
I don't. I write.
He the Jay-Z of comedy.
I write down. I do. When I do write, I write my real life stories, and I write them down, and I just put the tag like stranded everywhere. First of the month. You know, I put tags because I know what I'm going to talk about when I say
Yeah, that's the topic of the joke.
Yeah, but it's not a joke. It's really a story. It's just a story that really happened.
Oh, yeah. Everything, like, we all have stuff that happened to us that we take to the stage, and that make it a joke. Just because it happened to you don't mean it's not a joke.
Okay, well, you can...
joke that happened to me is... we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, but no, my understanding was when people said you need to write jokes, they was telling me that I need to make up stuff. Because my real stuff was not going to be funny. Nobody wanted to hear real life because people live real life, and when they come to the comedy club, they're not coming to the comedy club to hear some more real life stuff. They want to hear some jokes to make them laugh, to take their mind away from real life. This is what I was told, and I was like, well, I feel like real life is the funniest thing that you can do.
Okay, I got you. Now I have a better understanding of what Gemini all about. You know what I'm saying? Now you know how we do it on this show, man. We have the fourth member that just came in. He came in late. You know what I'm saying? We have Martini Jermaine Harris that's sitting in and joining us, man.
All that crawling ain't called for, man. You could have just
walked across the camera, man. We hood. Get in here, man.
How y'all doing?
Scoot down. Now we got Martini Jermaine Harris in the building, man.
Yeah, thanks, Charles. You want?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Yeah. You know, you want to throw out government? So throw out his life tapes.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, Martini.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Martini Harris, man. I'm hyped right now. You know what I'm saying? Get down.
Cocaine.
Happy to be here.
Cocaine. Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine. Said, there you go. You know, hey, anybody seen the VCR? I bet you he did. Yes, sir.
Now, how we always start the show off, man. We haven't seen these people in a week. So when we come back on the following week, we tell everybody what we did and how we spent our week away from the viewers. So we're going to start with Martini since he just got in here. How was your week, man? What did you do last week? Last Tuesday to now? How was it?
Oh, man, it was beautiful. It was a blessing. Yeah,
okay.
You know, I went to work for the family, you know, day jobs for my family. My comedy is for my fans. So, you know, I did a show last week. Was out in Chicago representing, you know, doing my thing. That's what it is right there. Talk to me.
Town, so you came back with that bag?
No. I came back. That bag was gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said the bag was gone.
Yeah, I came back with a Crown Royal bag. Yeah, with the yellow string. Pull it tight. Close it.
All right, Jimmy. Now, how was your week, man?
It was straight, man. I chill with my son most of the week. You know, I ain't really doing it. I'll be with my son, spending time with him. And then I performed twice at the Punchline with you.
Yeah, which is a segue to my turn. Exactly. I was at the Punchline all weekend with Billy Sorrells. He was a very funny dude out of Los Angeles. So I got to hit the stage, stretch my legs, and did a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? I did. But have fun, and then yesterday I did a Baker's Keyboard Lounge. It was
that was slapping yesterday.
Yeah, it was slapping, man. A whole bunch of lesbians was in the building, and they were cute too, cute butchy lesbians. I want to shout them out.
So Kool-Aid like cute dudes.
Yeah,
I know that right now.
Hey, they had that sports ball on, man. I couldn't tell.
We ain't gonna do this.
Melvin Bender, what you
Man, Saturday, man, I was up in Toledo, Ohio with my man Cool Keith. He had a day party comedy show, man. That was real nice, man. It was like one of them little early joints, 4 to 8. It was a packed house, man. It was fun. And it was real professional, all grown people. So it was a good look, man. It was a good look. Outside of that, man, just writing jokes.
You said some DVDs?
Actually, I did, man. I got 7 off.
So you came back with the bag? You came back with the bag?
Yeah. Okay. I with them little sandwich bags. Yeah, one of them little bags. That's about it, man.
That's what's up, man.
It's been all good, though.
We all working, man. That's what's up, man. Now, before we get into the topic today, which is all gonna be all about stand-up comedy, man. Where we come from, how we doing it, where we see ourselves in the future, Instagram comedian. We're gonna talk about everything stand-up comedy. And if you got some questions, feel free to call us. But right now we're talking about current events, man. And what's current right now is this Saturday night. It's going down. Michigan's own Floyd Money Mayweather is going to the ring with Conor McGregor in Las Vegas. It's going down. My question is, y'all gonna watch the fight?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, go ahead.
I am. I got a matter of fact. It's an after party of the comedy show I'm doing in Indiana. We're gonna have it at the Arabic Palace. They're gonna do a big fight party afterwards, so I'll be there to see that there.
That's dope. Okay, you getting that bag?
Yeah,
you really getting the Crown Royal bag.
I'm really getting the Crown Royal bag. Hey, I got a Bud Ice bag. I'm sorry.
He got the brown paper bag.
I bet you any amount of money. Like Gemini's a ninja. Like for real. Like this dude get in anywhere. I think even on Judgment Day, when we stand in the line, you're gonna see him walk behind Jesus and behind the gates. Be like, how did you? He's like,
that's irrelevant.
I'm getting home at the question.
Yeah. So, but yeah, actually, I already seen the fight.
What?
Yeah, I seen the fight already.
How you see the fight?
Because man, they do all that little, the advertisement before the fight. That's goofy. Rubbing the man's head, pumping behind the man. That's a fight within itself.
That's the pre-fight to get you to want to see the fight.
Well, that ain't gonna get me to want to see it. I'm gonna see it on PBS. Now, y'all let me know when they come on.
You had no desire. You need to tell me you had no desire to see this fight at all.
No, I just seen 2 alcoholics fight down the street.
You can see a better fight on Linwood.
Oh yeah,
you can see a better fight on Linwood.
Over that nickel, I knew that.
I feel if he hit him though, if he get a good hit, couple hits in, if he touch him, it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, of course it's gonna hurt.
They fight different. You know, what
they fight with pulls.
But but Floyd is a fighter himself.
He's a fighter.
He used to. You know what I'm saying? He could take a punch.
But Floyd did say he actually fighting. He said he walking straight in. He ain't running. He ain't doing that dodging. He said he going straight in to actually fight.
You think that's a ploy to sell tickets though? You think he's just trying to have people up?
He said he got to get a fan what they want. Yeah. That's what he said.
Everybody would love to see that.
I don't believe that's going to actually happen.
but I agree with Gemini. If he get caught, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to hurt, though.
But y'all are making it seem like Floyd Mayweather don't have a chin.
Nah, we ain't talking about a chin.
They hit a different way, man. In MMA,
they train. You ain't see the training. They train a little different.
Yeah, but their gloves is going to be different, too. They finding 8-ounce gloves, and McGregor ain't used to fighting them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He used to them hand gloves. Yeah, he used to the straight hand gloves.
A whole nother level with the gloves he got now, so... I don't know. If you what's your prediction of the fight? Any predictions?
Mayweather.
I think.
What? Knockout? Decision? What?
Decision.
You think it's gonna go to this?
Three Stooges showed up.
All right. Let me ask the 5 people that's watching us on Facebook. What are y'all predictions for the fight? What are y'all predictions for the fight? Let us know. Type that in so we can see that.
Yeah, I think my prediction for the fight. It ain't gonna come right now, But I think my prediction for the fight, man. McGregor, he's gonna surprise a lot of people. Like for real, I don't know if he's gonna win, but he's gonna surprise a lot of people. He's gonna cut Mayweather over the right eye.
But if he go the distance, that's basically. Would you be surprised if he go the distance?
Yeah, for real. Because Mayweather, you can tell even in the the pre-fight little promotion thing, you know, you can tell how Mayweather, he just so calm, collected. McGregor is all over.
He amped up, anxious,
you know, just calling people out their name, you know, and all this. And he's like, "Oh, I can't wait and like, come on, man."
That was Rocky Balboa, man. That wasn't Conor McGregor. That was Rocky Balboa.
I wasn't trying to do McGregor.
Okay,
Rocky Balboa was hey yo, you know, I so what? Huh? What station?
No, I'm going with a disqualification.
I wonder, can you bet that in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Can you bet that? I mean, not Hollywood, Vegas.
Yeah, they got a bet for everything. They got a bet. They got to bet who he's gonna come out with. Like who's gonna walk down. Like I said, if it's gonna be Lil Wayne. They got to bet if Lil Wayne gonna wear a shirt or not. Like no, real talk. These are real bets. Like I'm solid. These are real bets. So you could bet on anything. Who's gonna sing the national anthem? You could bet on anything. But I think it's gonna be a disqualification. I think it's probably gonna go about 7 rounds.
He gonna slam him
or kick him. He gonna do something. He gonna either kick him or something, and it's gonna be a disqualification. That's what I think.
So basically, what you're saying, this is gonna be a part 2. Well,
that is a good movie.
Well, a remake of Mike Tyson Holyfield. Like this dude is gonna bite him or something.
But he didn't get disqualified though. They actually kept fighting, didn't they?
No, after he bit him the second time.
Oh, they stopped it.
He bit him the first time. They did that shit off. And then the second time, he just like, all right,
I told y'all to get him the first time.
He bit his ear off.
But that would be, you know what? I ain't think about that, a disqualification. Yeah. Because people, especially if it goes like 7 and then it's disqualification, because people are like, he was hanging with him until he got disqualified. Right. Now we got to see him with disqualification. We gonna see a rematch. So that would. I never thought about that. But I'm predicting a stoppage from the referee, a TKO in the late rounds. Probably like the 9th round. Ninth. Oh, Floyd Mayweather. Well, first of all, I don't think Conor gonna be hitting him solid. Floyd gonna hit him solid, and the ref gonna be like, okay, this enough. He taking enough of a beating. We got to stop.
But how you figure that when McGregor is used to taking less? I mean, more powerful hits with less cushion in between the fists.
No, but they repeatedly. It's repeatedly.
Oh, you talking about he gonna be just like pop, pop, pop,
pop. Floyd Mayweather gonna be able to do what he want with Conor. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to hit him wherever body head. He gonna be able to do what he want. He's smart enough to know if he could do that with a regular boxer, he could do that definitely with MMA. That's my prediction. I think the ref gonna be like, all right, we got to stop this.
But what if something like the Nancy Kerrigan, Tyrone Harding thing happened?
What are you?
Oh my God! Mayweather was hitting the forearms with a 2x4. I don't know where this guy came from. Oh my God!
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, this why we don't invite Martini no place.
Yeah.
He off the cuff, man. Martini off the cuff.
Hey, man, this I am all day. This called that I'm cocaine. Ready to make it. No, I don't do no cocaine.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I ain't stole nothing in here. Yeah. No, but this is called I'm ready. Hey, that's what it is.
Once again, man, if you listening or viewing, looking at us, you can give us a call, 313-216-0674. What's that number again, Gemini?
I don't know. I can't
see it. Keep you on your toes.
313-216-0674.
Hit us up, man. Let us know your predictions of the fight. Now, man, you saying something about what's
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber unfollowed Floyd Mayweather because he said he
unfollowed him
on yeah. So my thing is, how you a grown man? Now they said Floyd went crazy. Like he said he ain't gonna mess with because he dealing with them strip clubs, and you know Floyd Mayweather owned that strip club, and Justin Bieber found Jesus and he ain't dealing with him no more. So he unfollowed him on social media, and they said Floyd lost his mind. He tripped out, cussed him out, said he done with him, said he don't want nothing to do with it. He dead to him. He can go to hell. He can do whatever he want to do. Yeah, he literally said all this. And just because he unfollowed him. Now, my thing is, if you are a grown man and you get mad, if I don't really care if my mama unfollow me, for once she shouldn't be following me anyway. But if somebody unfollow you and you mad,
that's
crazy. Man,
crazy.
Man, cause Gemini get mad often.
Oh man,
and just knock us all off.
I ain't on Gemini Facebook page no more.
Not for unfollowing me.
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook page.
And I don't delete nobody. So
yes, you do. You deleted me.
Yeah, you did that.
No,
you got mad at me because I quit. I unfollowed him on MySpace, and he was like, "Dude, what's up?" And I'm like, "Dog, ain't nobody else on there. Won't you come back and talk to me?" I was like, "Look,
Gemini do that. He do that." But I don't. I'm trying to say. I think I'm gonna side with Floyd on this one, man. I would be upset. I would be upset too because look, this dude paid all them personal appearances that Justin Bieber made for Floyd. I'm pretty sure Floyd paid him top dollar to do that.
Oh yeah,
he didn't just say, "Hey man, come do me a favor. Different. Come do me a favor. Come to my daughter's birthday party. Come walk me out. Come do this." He paid for that.
He paid for that.
I'm putting you on this. I'm doing this. So for you to basically like stab me in the back and because it wasn't just an unfollow. Right. It wasn't say I'm unfollowing you on Instagram and we still cool. Right. It was I'm following you. I'm washing my hands of you. Right. And it's like, dude, for really? After all I did for you?
For really?
For really. That was a new word.
I'd be bothered. It's really old though. For really.
But Justin Bieber he ain't starving for no money. He didn't need Floyd money.
No.
But the fact that he had him walk him out, that was big.
Well, Floyd said the fact that he was there when Justin was going through all that and everybody was dogging him. He said he was there for him. Like I was right there for him. So that's why he was so mad.
That's different. That is
okay, but still, man, it's like if you find God and what they mad about, they said the church told him he need to delete some people, not delete, but get rid of people out of his life that were negative. So he chose to get rid of Floyd because he owned the strip clubs now. He owned all this stuff now. But why? Like, why would you? I get it, but just because I found Jesus, so that mean I can't. Like, if I get saved tomorrow, I can't be cool with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't be cool with me because I'm turning up, cuz. I'm turning up.
You be cool with me, brother. Yeah, he turning it up, you know. But to be saved, man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is. But that don't mean I still side with Floyd on this one. Like he don't have to be with Floyd in the strip club. Just because Floyd owned it.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
He owned the strip club.
He owned other stuff. He
other dudes.
He got car dealerships. You going to just only because he sell Benzes?
Hey, it's some pastors of the church making more money than Floyd making in the strip club.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
and some churches are basically strip clubs. Yeah, I said it.
Boy, make it rain.
I said it. A lot of churches out there, man. Y'all know
We need to make that a topic soon. How the churches.
That's
some false prophets.
You be walking on the line with that one.
I
guess we got to do what we got to do, right?
I bet there's an old lady right now saying, don't watch this show no more if he's gonna do that topic because that young man there ain't got it.
We got to do it, man, because it definitely is some false prophets out here.
Yes, it is. Well, this is in the word.
Did y'all see the one meme that said when the church need help, they go to the people?
But when the people need help, the church can't never help them.
Man, look.
That's true though. A lot of churches.
It say when the church need help,
they go to the people.
You wanna
go ahead?
For the third time, I'm trying. Hey, when the church need help, they go to the people, and when the people need help, the church tell them to go to God.
Right.
Yeah. So, is that a problem for y'all? Do y'all find that as?
Well. No. You can say that. You can say that topic.
Hold on. Jim, I got a point.
Go ahead. I think that ain't right because I think it is right. I mean, what he's saying, like in a way, like I feel it's wrong that it's like that. Put it like that. That when you do go, you put your last money in there, paying your tithes because you want to get your blessings and whatever. And then when you get down on your luck, you can't go to the same people that every Sunday tell you how much they love you, how much they there for you. They tell you that like, I'm there for you. And then when you go and say, Pastor, look, my light's about to get cut off. Oh, just go pray. No, won't you just give me a couple dollars?
No, I'm just
saying though.
Let me ask this question for anybody that's gonna hear this and listen. That paid their tithes. Now,
man, hey, just say it, man.
Hey, look. Okay, how many of y'all has actually been blessed from paying your tithes? Like the more money you give a church, how you got blessed, and if you believe that, Martini, put your hand down. And you can say like how many people can say, okay, I go in, you give 10%. If you paid all your bills, and like I said, you did everything, and you only got maybe $150 left, and you got to go give pretty much half of that, because it's 10% of your income, and you got to give half of that to a church. And like y'all just said, when he said go to God, at what point do you actually find yourself being blessed? If you broke, you can't eat, but you giving your money to the church, and have you found yourself blessed? Have you got money? I don't know.
Well, I'd say this. All blessings. All blessings. Wait. All blessings about paying your tithes. Don't stop paying your tithes out there. For real. All blessings is not in the form. He don't bless us in the form of money. He also blesses us in help. He blesses us with opportunities. So if you look at God as a casino, you should always look at yourself losing. Because God is not a casino.
Man, shut your dumb ass.
They don't even cuss on this show. I on the show.
I agree.
Oh, my fault.
I agree.
See, just like Denzel would say, okay, so you don't want to. Oh, okay.
So, man, dude, let me ask you this, and you don't have to answer this because I don't want you to put yourself out there. Do you believe in paying tithes?
I do. Okay. I do, but only to a certain extent. I feel if you don't have it, you shouldn't have to do it. Like you said, from my understanding, this is how it's supposed to work. The church has funds. When people have situations about rent or lights or something like that, they have funds for that. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's my understanding.
You said when the church need help paying certain bills.
No, when somebody need help. Like
say, the people?
Yeah, when somebody need help,
congregation,
or something like that, a light bill. Mm-hmm. What they do is they have like a fund set up for that. We can give you $600 on your rent, or we can do something like that.
That's what's up. That's
the understanding. But how often is that happening? And has anybody ever went to their pastor and got money?
But look, my thing is if they put
I went to my pastor and got money.
If they put that out there in the major
when
way,
I was in church,
if they go ahead.
I'm done. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
No. Because then for the third time, I'm sorry. Go ahead, fam.
I mean, the brother just kept talking, right?
I was talking. He just cut me off. But no.
Come on.
Yeah. See.
Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, I pay. I got. He asked a question, and then you just went off. He didn't get nobody answer. Yeah, but I have got some money from the past when I was in church. You know what I'm saying? I needed, you know what I'm saying, a couple dollars here and there.
He looking up.
But there you go. About $100 here, $200 when I needed it.
But see, the thing with that is if the pastors say, okay, we got this fund for people who need help, how many people is going to abuse that privilege and be like, hey, you know, Pastor, I need $300.
Right. Everybody come to me. But if you need help.
He like, hey, Jordan about to come out, Pastor. I need $300.
But see, then the person who does that, it ain't about it's just like when a person asks you and tell you a lie about what they need the money for. If you give it to them out your heart and it's a blessing to them, and if they misuse it, then that curse will come back on them because karma is real. You know what I'm saying? So if you really you just using it for the wrong reason, then God will take care of you for that.
But the bottom line is, brother, the bottom line.
You don't see how people have things happen to them for no reason.
I see the effect of me giving somebody money and them
abusing it,
and them abusing that my kindness is going to affect me giving to somebody who really need it.
It shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it should.
Because you can't bless. So one person rob you, so you gonna think everybody robbing you?
No, I'm gonna be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. If somebody robbed me at the gas station at 3:00 in the morning,
you're gonna be careful.
You think I'm gonna go back to that same gas station?
No, but it's another gas station. It's another gas station.
They be robbing at 3
2:00 in the afternoon. I'm not gonna go back at 3 o'clock in the morning the same way I went.
But
I'm
the
not gonna
bottom
go
line,
around
but
out
the
there.
bottom line is,
If you
a
put your
church
hand on
is
the hot
not.
stove and it's hot, you ain't gonna put your hand back on the hot stove.
Not the
are
same.
you?
No.
Yeah.
Not if you're high. Listen, the bottom line of it is, a church is not supposed to build off itself. That's the whole point. It's not
That's in the Bible.
supposed.
Okay, we get that.
It's not supposed to build off itself. But that's the bottom line, because everything that's going on, what you're talking about, which is a great topic, that's what's going on. They were selling stuff in the parking lots, and Jesus flipped over the place, and now they're doing it inside the church now.
So why is it that I'm gonna say the name of the car? I know this gonna start something. So why is it that a pastor can drive a $350,000 Bentley, but then he got people that's going to his church
On the bus.
and can barely get there and do things like that? Yeah, I guess.
Don't
that's pastor.
But now they don't talk about the Bentleys. They have private jets. They have multiple mansions. They have all of this, man.
Yeah.
Everything. And I want to get a number. If you want to call in and say something on the topic, 313-216-0674. Or if you're watching and want to type in something, feel free. Type in something. We're going to read your comments. Jim, now you got some people commenting?
Yeah, Danny
You wanna,
Thomas say it's a benevolent fund, but you have to belong to that church, help build that church, not just be a Christian, Easter Christian.
That is true. Help build the church. Okay, what else?
And then she said, no, I saw her again. She said, I need to be on that show. Then she said, come to my church. My brother say,
Hold on. Go back. Who
said-
said come to their church?
Danny Thomas. Danny Thomas.
That's
She
the
do
girl?
K radio. She's a comedian. She
the
do
one that-
K.
oh,
she a
Yeah,
comedian?
yeah.
How
She wants to come do this.
She straight
Yeah,
though?
she said
How
yes.
she look?
Look at him. Look at him.
What?
Come to the church.
What? I want to lay hands on
She
me.
said, come to the Lord's house. She said, oh, I thought you said Larry.
Right here. Amen.
Yeah,
What was you saying, Ted? I mean, Tina? Nah,
He
I'm
said,
Ted.
Ted.
I miss Martez.
Yeah.
Pause.
He said-
Hold up.
See, if that was Martez, you know, everybody voice up Martez. See, what you want to do is, I tell you, see, when you get that perspective of that church. No, but anyway, shout out to Martez. He out on the road making money. What was we talking about? Oh, no, here we go. That's what I wanted to say about the church, about tap on what Jim and I was talking about. Like the pastors, you know, the ones that's stealing from the folks, he also lying. And you can tell what he's going to do when he get caught. No, Yana, look here. I hit the lottery before I started preaching. That's where that Bentley came from. That wasn't from them.
So
Okay.
that's what he said?
Yeah.
That's what the
That
pastor
wasn't
said?
from, that was, no, ain't what pastor said. That's what
No,
a
we
pastor
said,
was.
No, you going to start something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What pastor you talking about, Tina?
Oh, I ain't Carlos. We ain't finna go through that one.
Now, it is some prominent churches in the city of Detroit. It's we have Triumph, Greater Grace, and what's the one with the wine? The wine? Perfected.
She say she at Macedonia.
Okay, we don't even
Oh,
I
don't
go
like
to
them
Grady
nuts.
Emmanuel.
Them nuts
Nah.
ain't-
GEI.
It's Macedonia. How you pronounce it?
Macedonia.
Macedonia.
Pastor
That's
J.
how
Drew
it is.
Sheard.
No, it's right there on
Clarence Clark
Southfield.
Sheard.
Oh.
Southfield Freeway. The big
Okay.
church on the Southfield Freeway.
We ain't going. It don't matter.
Macedonia.
Yeah.
It's a black church though.
Yeah, that sounds like they got 8 members.
Macaroni.
They got 8 members in there. We walking in there. We got to do the
Grady
tambourine.
Emmanuel. Grady Emmanuel. Yeah.
Grady Emmanuel.
Yeah.
I want to find out how many members the church has. Is it possible to find that out?
Yeah.
How many members? Is it
Yeah.
the 3 I just named? Perfecting,
Look at the population of the city.
Perfecting, Triumph, and
Perfect Triumph and
close to $5,000 or $6,000.
Perfecting, Triumph. What's
That's
the
a
other one I
concept.
said?
Great.
Great. Was it Great? Great?
no, Grady Grace ain't. They don't really have that many people no more.
No more.
Everybody went to Triumph.
Yeah.
He stole
They trying.
Triumph, he do like what about 5 services?
multiple
a day?
services.
Yeah, different parts. Of
I
the
remember,
city.
well, first of all, let me say, Pastor Kenlock is a good friend of mine. I went to high school with him. Northwestern, what up, though?
Right.
Yeah. And I remember a few years ago, I saw him at a supermarket, man, right after I joined the church, Triumph Church. And I was like, man, Triumph Church. I was telling him how much I like the church. And I was like, this got to be one of the fastest growing churches in the city, man. He stopped me and was like, hey, one of the fastest growing churches in the country.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh, my bad,
wow.
Pastor. My bad.
Hey, what did he drive?
Honestly,
Anybody
I don't
know?
know. I don't know.
Now, is it okay for your pastor to drive a car that's worth $200,000? Or should that matter? Or should that matter?
Yeah, we want to pose that question to Gemini.
What?
Does it matter? Would you have a problem with your pastor driving $200,000 vehicle, or does that matter? Like Mailman said.
Nah, if God blesses with him, you know what I'm saying, he got it. You know,
God didn't bless him with it. Y'all did.
Okay,
Y'all paid them tithes.
Okay.
So you catch the bus up to his church, and he might be leaving. So one of his people
like that.
open his door to let him in his $250,000
I've been into a lot of churches like that.
And you say, Pastor, my light's about to get cut off.
And he tell me I ain't got it. Yeah, it's a problem.
Okay, well, there we go then. Tenny?
Do you have a problem with your pastor driving a $200,000 vehicle
and we ain't helping nobody
and not helping you pay your rent when you need it?
Now, was he driving something else when I started the church and he got up to that? He's been driving it since I got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did a lot of it.
Would you have a problem with him?
No.
If he do, you wouldn't have a problem with him.
No.
You would still continue to go to that church where he's driving $200,000 vehicle and wouldn't help you.
No. See,
no.
Wait. It has a lot to do with the word. How he's exercising the word and teaching. It's all about that.
You don't even believe what you're saying, man.
Listen, man.
You don't even believe it.
Today is Martini's last day on this show.
Exactly,
He would not be back.
I don't know what
Man, you crazy, man. You need this type of hype on radio. You need this type. Don't nobody want to be looking at, well, the golf game was, I believe it. They be like,
That's why we go there. That's why
Okay,
we go.
okay.
Put
what
on
about
mask.
this?
So they're going to go there, Bishop Wayne T. Come on, listen.
You called out Wayne T. Jackson. What church he? What church Wayne T. is over?
Ain't that great and great?
No, that's not.
he said greater grace. No, it's
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Word of Faith.
Word of faith. Yeah,
Okay.
word of faith.
Now, if I'm
No, that's not Word of Faith.
Great faith.
great faith.
grace. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is Wayne T. Jackson the pastor that calls out specific amounts when he's asking for tithe? Like, we need $200.
Oh,
Or we need.
One of them do that. I don't think that's right, though. I don't think that's right.
And a lot of people may or may not like it, but like
If you
I said,
bring me,
I don't have no filter.
somebody bring $1,000 down here. Like what?
I'm gonna go to the church that rhyme with selection. Pastor Linesen. His name is. Now he do what you call the lock-in, and what that is, he asked for our amount this week is going to be $150,000. So they count the money. If they don't have that $150,000, they lock the doors. And they make people constantly pay tithes. I'm gonna go there. It's Pastor Wine. Forget it, man. I ain't gonna be no punk about it. And that's what he do. No, this is real.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Everybody go perfect it. Chime in on this. Please help me out with this one. And what he'll do. Now I'm not saying he do this every Sunday, but he'll say we didn't reach our goal. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna lock these doors. And we're going to say we're going to keep reaching for these goals. Now, here's my thing. I've never been there on the day they did this. But I really think I don't proclaim to be a thug. But I think if you, I know, right? But I think if you stand in my way and I'm leaving because you didn't meet your goal, that might pose a problem. I probably will. If you're not going to let me out after the first time, no, we ain't reached our goal yet.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't feel like that got nothing to do with me. If I gave what I had and could give, what you asking me to give you some more for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gave what I could.
You being held hostage. That's Deacon R. Kelly.
Okay, well, that's not right. I think that's like you basically unarmed robbing somebody.
Who that?
Comedian Dominique.
Oh, what up, Dominique? How you feel, Dominique?
Basically, I'm robbing somebody.
He said that bag. Everybody getting that bag.
Hey, ask Dominique, would she have a problem with her pastor driving a $150,000 vehicle and not helping his
congregation get their rent paid?
Not right. What he said.
What he said. We heard what he said.
Yeah. You just asked her.
Hey, I want to ask this question to the fellas, and I appreciate you being honest, Mel, going there. He don't have no personal issue with the whiners. He just wanted to point that out.
Right.
Question
is exactly. Stop making it worse. Man.
Would y'all prefer that y'all pastor had a worldly background? Like say your pastor would say, "Yeah, I used to be in jail. I used to sell drugs. I used to do that." Would you prefer that pastor or a pastor who was groomed up with no problems and no issues, who was?
But how many people you know in the world that's just straight clean forever?
I I
would think
believe Pastor Kenlock was like that. I believe Pastor Kenlock
Well,
like that.
you knew it.
Yeah. I went to high school with him. He was a clean cut, straight up, honest guy. He was quiet, walked through the halls, and you could tell that he was gonna be a straight laced dude when I saw him. But he don't have no criminal background, no criminal history. Would y'all have a problem with y'all pastor?
No.
He got a criminal history.
Nope.
No, because
Man,
everybody,
you gotta go.
Everybody did something before their life.
If you don't have,
You're a comedian. People look up at you. You know, they look up to you. You know, you got guys that's coming up in the game. Oh man, I want to be like Kool-Aid, man. I want to, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. But dude, look behind your life. Ain't nobody perfect.
They don't know all the times Kool-Aid had gonorrhea.
Yeah.
All the times.
Hey, twice, only 2 times. See, that's God.
my thing
Here's my thing, man. I don't have a problem with any pastor if you can move me. It's not about what you're doing. And I say things. One, I'm a comic, and one, I'm gonna speak my mind. But I think I say things. I don't say them to hurt. I'm cool with a lot of pastors, and I actually speak with them. I actually did a couple of jokes like at certain churches about pastors. So my thing is this. If I'm looking at, like I said, Kool-Aid said they got to be clean cut. I really don't think so. I really don't matter if you can move me. Now, me saying Pastor Wine and me saying Bishop Wayne T. Jackson, I have no problem with that. But my thing is, I just need to know the other side of it because I don't understand it. Like, will you help people? Will they help people? But and what they do in the community, I guess maybe I need to do my background a little bit more before I go there.
Man,
my point is this. When you say I don't see, I wouldn't have nothing because if you don't have a testimony of test, you don't have no testimony. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go through something for you to be able to tell me how I'm supposed to make it through what I'm going through. If you can't even empathize with me, then you can't like I can talk to somebody that I've been here and been there and told you, and I can tell you how God brought me through all this stuff. But if you telling me how God can bring me through and you ain't never been there, how you gonna explain to me exactly how God gonna bring me through if you can't even break down how it's gonna happen?
But look.
Calm down.
Look.
Yeah.
That was.
You need to leave. No, let me say this real quick. I want to address somebody and here, Chantel J. I understand your dad. Your dad is a great dad. I understand he has done a lot of things. I just want to know the background of those things that I don't know. So I'm not saying anything bad about him. That was more so joke purposes. So
She chiming in?
yeah.
You want to say what she said?
What she said? She said my pastor, who is my dad, had a worldly background, and which is I'm good with that. And she said miracles do happen.
Okay.
And then Wayne T has not had a clean pass. No, we understand. She just said that, and then she said ain't nobody perfect. So we don't want y'all to battle on here. We don't want y'all to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want because
I was really speaking. I was really I was really speaking because I'm gonna be honest. I would prefer my pastor didn't had a clean background. If he up there saying I used to sell drugs, I used to.
Kenlock ain't never.
No. You know what? I'm not 100%. I don't know his total pass, but from what I if I'm a bet man, I would bet he don't have a criminal record. He never been arrested. He never did drugs. He never. If I was a bet man, I don't know for sure.
If anybody ever wanted a pastor without a criminal background, basically what they're looking for is Jesus, which he's supposed to be doing anyway.
But ain't nobody walking this earth that ain't never did nothing. He might not have no past that nobody know about, but he might be adultery, he might be this, he might be that, he might be a child molester, he might be something else. You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't nobody walking on this earth that ain't never did nothing.
Now my pastor J. Drew Sheard, Bishop J. Drew Sheard, he always talks about how he wasn't like born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Right.
Hey, I'm right here. I haven't always been bishop,
Right.
But he shared that with us. And that's beautiful because it shows the truth in his word when he allowed God to use him as the vessel that he is. And he's not telling people what God says and what he believes and doing the correct teaching just for him to grow the love of the congregation.
So are you saying Kenlock couldn't move you?
Yeah, what you saying?
by being a clean cut pastor, could he move you as when he preaching to you? You think he can give you a good word as your pastor? You talk about?
Yes.
You think
go over to the church and visit it. Like,
you ever visited Triumph?
No.
Okay.
But I believe the person
that in there, they ain't give me my money.
I believe the person that's clean cut. It don't really matter what your past is. If you can know when you go to different churches, you can feel if God in there or not. You know what I'm saying? You can feel if God when that pastor talking. If you bless yourself already. So when you go into church, you will know when it's blessings. I done been to church and be sitting there like, man, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear my man. Hungry. No, I hear my man talking, but it ain't. If God ain't, if he ain't like, it ain't talking to me, and I know I need somebody, I'm here to be talked to. So everybody, no matter what, you should be able to get some type of movement when that preacher talking about whatever he talking about. You should be able to hear God talking to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's what you're there for.
I agree with that. How about we do this?
Mark the Prince said,
go ahead. Say what he said.
Mark Prince said, some pimps turn to pastors.
Yeah, which is true. Which is true. Well, we'll see. Like, if anybody just want to like come in, we'll make this a topic one day. And because like I said, I don't want nobody like going there on here, and I see it went there.
You want to read? Do you want to read?
I don't care. I'll read.
Well, I know you're trying to prevent Instagram or Facebook thing.
I mean,
just read something if you feel like you want to read.
Miss Jackson. I'll put it
if
like
you're nasty,
right?
Okay,
well, Chantel, like I said, I know your dad. Matter of fact, I just seen him. I did a show the other day. He was there. Talked to him. We laughed. We joked. I talked about the car and everything. So that I'm not saying it in that sense, but what I am saying, I see people coming at like saying that he does do stuff for the people. I need to do the background. I will. I'm just going off of what I know. I don't know about the past, and I see she's saying that she didn't want to go there. I love y'all, and like I say, it's not everybody say everybody got a dark side.
This wasn't our intention to go there with it. And Mailman, I'm speaking on behalf of him. He wasn't saying nothing bad about no pastors at all. He telling you what. Well, we all preface our comments with what we heard. When I spoke on, I'm like, this is what I heard happened at this church. Like, I don't know exactly what happened.
Alleged.
Alleged. And we're not gonna move to another topic just yet. But the second topic we're gonna talk about is all stand-up comedy. We're gonna talk about stand-up comedy, where it's going, what you think about it. But we're still on this topic right now. We probably got about 12 more minutes on this topic right now.
Yeah. And if y'all want to call in, man, please 313-216-0674. That's 313-216-0674. Y'all listening to Primetime Talk with the fellas on the Go Radio station. And that's y'all can just go to YouTube or catch the link, and it's On the Go, RADI-YO, On the Go Radio station, and with the power and voice of the community in charge, community and change. I do want to say this, y'all want to, like I say, call in, man, do that.
Get that number again, man.
313-216-0674. Please feel free. We're not bashing nobody. We're not doing this and that. I have an opinion. Y'all have an opinion. I mean, that's what it is. You know, like Kool-Aid said, he liked the more clean cut, and I think we all agree that we like the pastor that got a background.
Yeah, they do. And I want to ask this question, and I don't know if any of y'all fellas can help me with this, and some of y'all viewers might be able to help me with this too. Where do the money go when the church collect the money? Where do the money go? That's all I want to know. Okay. When they collect all that money, I would like to know. Where do it go?
Okay.
I want answers from everybody.
There you go.
And y'all too. Y'all listening? Where do the money go?
They infiltrating right now. Hey, burn that. No.
Where do the money go when the church collect the money?
Bills. It goes to lights. It goes to heat. It goes to. I'm serious. It goes to bills. It goes to property tax, dude. How you think
$100,000, Martin?
Dude, no. I'm not saying $100,000. I mean, you don't know. Well, you got to look at the mass of the church too. Yeah. I mean, you ain't finna be paying. You're not about to be like no property tax, $800.
No, I know that, but. Okay, so
after all the bills,
after all the bills I paid, where do the rest of the money go?
The rest of the money, it goes, and I mean, depending on what pastor it is and what bishop it is, it goes back into the community.
Let you know, man.
I'm telling you, I don't care. I don't care. It's my opinion.
Gemini,
I can think with a bone of thing.
you have no idea what. I think that's what the big issue is. We have no idea where all the money is going that they collected.
That's something.
But it is a job though. Also though. It is a job.
He has to get paid.
It is a job, so he do get paid. You know what I'm saying? Now, how much do he get paid? We don't know. But a pastor is at work. That is a job, even though it is anointed job, but it's still a job. And he's a man. He still got to eat. He still got to have clothes. He still got to have.
They asked us to get paid in blessings. How come he can't say that?
He is getting paid in blessings.
The Lord gonna bless you. You just said blessings come in money, right?
No.
He said they don't only come in money.
You said that 30 minutes ago. Blessings don't only come in money.
Yeah.
So the pastor could get blessings from another way other than monetarily.
He is getting blessed. He is getting blessed.
No,
just because you don't see it,
what I'm saying is, why y'all say he working so he need the money? He should get paid in the money.
No, I didn't say that.
I did.
He said that.
I did that.
So how are the people expected to get blessings other than money when the pastor say I'm getting my money coming, my blessings coming money for him?
He didn't say that,
faith, brother.
He ain't say that.
You
get paid at your job though. When you go to work, you get paid.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying I'm not saying he shouldn't get paid. But I'm saying don't say the Lord blessed me with this, but the Lord gonna bless y'all with something else.
No, he's saying, but he getting blessed with something else too. Just because you don't see it, he don't mean he's not getting blessed with. He got somebody.
We do see it because we giving it to him.
That ain't the only blessings you see. What he
okay, here's what everybody's saying.
Monetary.
Will Smith said the building fund. Tiffany also said the building fund.
Everybody got a building.
Everybody got a building fund. And
Teresa Armstrong says pay bills. It's an organization. It must be ran accordingly. A lot of people say church functions. My girl Rebecca said the baby watching you. Daddy said, hey, Daddy said hi. And like I said, everybody's saying more so like building funds, man. Building funds, church picnics, and everything like that.
But the church picnics always talking about donations when they go to the picnic. So how is this fund?
That much money though, man.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're paying for the building fund and the building's still staying the same for 10 years, so you didn't reach that building.
That's a Martini question.
Okay. But look at the.
This church is leaking. Been leaking for 2 months, and you got a building fund.
Stop interrupting people, man.
Don't do it again, son.
All right.
No. The church is really.
Go ahead, Jim. I interrupt you. Go ahead. He got nothing to say. Go ahead, interrupt him, man.
Martini just caught. He got caught. Hey, listen, Martini didn't know what he was talking about because he can't answer this. We don't know. So this is what we're going to say. Everybody. So if it's the right answer, how can everybody have so many different answers?
Because
point blank, where? Okay, everybody's saying something different. Where exactly do everything goes? And if somebody can answer this, I'm gonna ask this. If Chantel's still watching, is there a fund to help people? Just like if somebody is there like now we got picnic funds, we got building funds, we got church outing funds, and what is that?
He called benevolent funds.
Benevolent, yeah. That's
what that word mean? Don't what is community college words on us, man? What benevolent mean? Yeah. What benevolent mean? What that mean? Benevolent.
That's the fund that's set up when the church is set up the right way. It's a governing board that decide what the pastor makes each year. He has a benevolent fund that asks the church to give $1 to an extra. It's to help unemployed people. It's to help the community.
Okay. Now, does a pastor make the same amount of money per year?
That's voted on by the church council.
And he said for the people that couldn't hear, he said that's voted on by the church council. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna go into that one. I think that's a whole nother thing, and I ain't really trying to.
Topic we
gonna have to just have some people come in and listen, man. We know a lot of young pastors. Actually, I know what we gonna invite y'all in. If y'all not afraid to come in here, now, and I'm sorry, don't be afraid to, but we just gonna ask real questions. If you can come in and explain to us where the money goes, what are you guys doing, with this? Like, what percentage go to a building fund, or the secretary of a church? You want to come in and explain that?
Yeah, she come in and snitch. She gonna be snitching.
Or call us, man, at 313-216-0674.
And if I'm not mistaken, is the money tax free also?
Yeah.
Tax free. So they keep all that.
But
tax free.
But you all right? The way you jump at it, she's like, man, I'm about to be a preacher. You know, shoot, hey, come to the Church of Kool-Aid. Let's turn to the book of Isaiah Thomas.
But I'm going to read Chantel's message. She said, that's true. If you don't see the upkeep of the church, then questions can be raised. But if you see the church being upkept and bills being paid and community is being fed donations and etc., I can speak for our church. That's what goes down. So, and she said, Chantel said, Kool-Aid, be careful, sir. With the little smile. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, I was winking at her. She know what it is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know what it is too.
No, she don't have no husband, fam. Don't do that.
Okay.
She don't have no husband.
Hey, you know, huh?
Yeah.
I'm talking to her page. My brother shoot your brother in the face.
Hey, Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
Hey, I got a couple of questions on here. I ain't been reading.
Comments, you mean?
Well, comments, questions too.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't gonna read them though. No, he said, what's the question? Okay, Art said, when they stop taking our black dollars into these white financial institutions, they ain't doing nothing for us. We might get somewhere.
Okay.
All right, said,
to go race.
okay, that was a call. Oh, that was your phone?
Chantel said, I'm telling Brandon on y'all.
Oh, man, don't do that.
I almost
Now
said
we going to be all on Instagram.
Nah, I ain't. He said,
Now, we want to shout her church out because she did, like, explain her church situation.
You did.
Like she told us her church got the upkeep going
And they
where
do something for the
they
community.
funds go. So we want to shout that church out. What church is it?
And that's
Faith.
Great Faith Ministries. And that's Bishop Wayne T. Jackson. Like I said, he's done a lot of. I know he took a lot of flack for the Trump thing, but that didn't matter. But no, like I said, I've met him. He's a good guy, man. Like I said, he likes to laugh and everything. So, like I say, it wasn't no beef or anything with that. It was just more so being straightforward and being funny. But yeah, Shante, she did step out and explain, what was going on. So she said, she's Great Faith Ministries International, as she put on there. I'm sorry.
And she
like, we're not just local.
Hold on. First of all, Kool-Aid, handle Chantel.
Hey, calm down, baby.
And that is like a little, but she can't be a little biased because that's her father, though.
Yeah, but she grew up in the church also. She a preacher kid, so she know more. She's more knowledgeable about the stuff than we are.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
Yeah, so like we posed that question, where the money goes, she's fit to answer that question.
True story.
So I'm still really curious where that tax-free money go they get every Sunday.
Okay.
I'm really curious.
I guess next Tuesday, there you go, man. We asking y'all if somebody want to step out of church secretary or if Miss Jackson, you want to be here.
Yeah, come
sit
on
next
in,
to
Miss
Kool-Aid.
Jackson. Where that sundress? Where that sundress?
And wear a sundress with Kool-Aid and sit and tell us. Feel free, or if any passes, man. Like I said, man, it's an open forum.
Yeah, we're
not here to
Kidlock in
disrespect
here.
nobody.
Oh, we get Kidlock.
We get Kidlock in here. If Kidlock come, that mean the Wayne T got to come, and the Wayne T got to come.
We shutting it down.
We shutting down the city.
We going international. We going international.
It's going down, man.
All right, we're gonna talk to that topic next week, man. Right now, are we gonna take a break or what?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break.
Yeah, I want some Doritos.
When we come back, man. Listen.
Doritos and what?
And I gotta pee.
Oh,
we come back. We are talking 100% comedy, man. Like stand-up comedians. We got my man Gemini here, the realest comedian, one of the funniest guys coming up in the game. Martini Harris, Def Comedy Jam, BT All-Star, of course, Kool-Aid, the dude that run the city, and myself.
Man,
out here doing things. So this is what we about to do, man. We about to go there. We about to go there on this comedy thing. It's gonna be a lot of people.
Stand-up comedy, Instagram comedy. We want to know your top 5 stand-up comedy
All
in the
that.
city, all that. So
What do you think Instagram comedians can do stand up?
No, we're gonna go there after we come back. We
Can you say
actually
that again? Can you?
we going there, and we're gonna address all these issues that we got with comedians. I'm gonna say some things that's probably gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but actually I don't care. But it is what it is, because I'm gonna say names, and man, make sure y'all, like I said, stay tuned. Y'all get prime time talk with the fellas. We are missing my man, Mr. Martez Jackson. Man, he's out of town right now.
Man.
He's out in Miami doing his thing, because Martez do big thing. He's actually having a weight gain surgery. Like he's got a weight loss surgery. He went to go have a weight gain surgery.
He getting butt implants. Martez,
yeah, he's gonna be the first comedian male twerk.
Yeah,
with an Apple hat sold to it.
He gonna come back thotting.
So any comedians want to chime in? 313-216-0674. This is how we do it, man. We'll be right back, y'all. What's up, people? We are back. It is time to go down. It's about to go down, man. We are joined by our special guest in the house. We got my man, BET All-Star, one of Detroit's funniest comedians. We got my man, Mr. Martini Harris, is in the building. Yeah, doing the Def Comedy Jam, all that stuff, man. That's what he's doing. Then we got the rising star in the game, man. My man over there, the realest comedian in the game. My man Gemini is in the building.
Yes, sir. What up, though?
Y'all know what we do, man.
What
Y'all
up,
know
though?
who this dude is. Everybody know who this dude is.
Hey, what up,
man.
though? I'm the funny man with flavor Kool-Aid. Y'all know what it is. 7 Mile Belle Isle, 313. What up, though?
And shout out to my man Martez Jackson, who is in Miami right now, man. We heard the butt implants go well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know,
Martez Jackson, he getting butt implants.
So that day, man, and you're listening to Primetime Talk with the fellas, man, on the Go Radio station, man. Y'all see the link, y'all. We going live. Now, the topic of the day is comedy. Yeah. Stand-up comedians, man. This is we going to address internet comedian versus regular stand-up comedians, mainstream versus church, and clean and things like that, and about paying your dues and the comedy thing. So this is what we about to do, man. And we about to go there with it. We're gonna go ahead and let Kool-Aid fly it off. He's the vet in the game, so we gonna see what topic we gonna hit first.
I'm the old head in the room, man. We're talking about all things stand-up comedians, man. And I know the people, all four of us are on live feeds, so that means y'all mess with us. So we need y'all to chime in this conversation too. So we're talking to y'all, and we need y'all to chime in and hit us up, man. The phone number is, if y'all got any questions, comments, or whatever, the phone number is 313-216-0674. Now
we all should say the number because we got different.
Yeah,
different 313. So that's 313-216.
No, they hear me, don't they?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah.
0674. They feel special when they feel. I know, but they feel special when they're directed towards them.
Okay, I got you, bro.
216.
Yeah, go ahead, Gemini. Martine said everybody should sit on their own.
Tiffany said, "What up, though?"
What up, Tiffany? All right, so we're gonna kick it off and start off with what advice would you give comedians, up and coming comedian? What advice? I'm gonna start it off. My advice that I give all younger comics when they come to me is don't make this a competition. Don't make comedy a competition, because the minute you make it a competition, you say I want to get as funny as Gemini, and if you can't get as funny as Gemini, you're gonna start stealing jokes. You're gonna start stealing jokes. You're gonna start backstabbing. You're gonna become bitter. You're gonna be all this other stuff. Don't make comedy competition, new comedian. Don't do that. Just go in, be as funny as you could be. Don't try to be as funny as nobody else. All right.
I say mine would be treat it like it's a regular job. You have to be professional. If you go in a regular job and you working a 9 to 5 or whatever you're gonna work at a job, you got to go in there. You got to have certain mannerisms. You got to conduct yourself in a certain manner. So yeah, you got to be funny, but yet and still you have to be professional, because when you just want to make regular money, yeah, that's cool. But when you, like I said, you can work a job like at a McDonald's or something. That's just like the McDonald's jobs and things like that are startup jobs to get to real ones. That's what they are. So like I said, if you work them jobs, you got to be professional to actually get something different and go there. And like I say, my thing is be totally professional, man, if you want to go to the next level.
Martini, what's your advice for up and coming comic who might be watching?
Up and coming comic who might be watching. Actually, I would say stay writing. Stay writing. Allow your mind to be the pen and your heart to be the pad. That way you'll never part from your material. All material is good material. Never throw nothing away. You can shelf it, meaning that you can go back to it, have it in your library of your brain, and dude, always go get it, because that joke can always be spoofed up, updated. So never. Yeah. Well, that's why you never shelf it. That's why you never throw it away, because when another man's garbage is another man's treasure. Amen. So not saying that I steal, because I don't condone in that, but don't be stealing.
All right, Gemini, what's your advice for a younger comic? You the baby out of us. Yeah. You still been doing it a long time, but what's your advice?
My advice is to have fun on stage, but be true to you. Be true to you. Stay real is my advice to the young comedians. Stay real, you know what I'm saying, and do what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Go believe. If you believe in your story, like you wrote a joke and you believe in it, then do it like you believe it. Don't go up there like guessing like, maybe this is funny. If you don't believe it's funny, it's gonna be hard for somebody else to believe it's funny.
All right. Oh, go ahead, man.
And I would say somebody had a quick question. J. La said, how you make it funny on paper? When you use to making people laugh off vibes, how do you make it funny actually on paper? I'll go to the best writer in the room. That'll probably be Kool-Aid. He can answer that one.
How you make it funny? You got to go to the stage. And 2 words I like to use repeatedly when in my writing process is imagination and exaggeration. You got to use your imagination, then you got to exaggerate on it, and with a little humor. So the only way to find out if something funny is to take it to the stage. When I first started, I used to tell jokes in front of like 4 friends, and I found out that never worked because they never, they know you. You have to go in front of strangers who don't know you, that's paying $20 to see some funny stuff, and they're going to be honest with you. So I suggest you definitely have to take it to the stage to find out if it's funny or not, for real.
And you know what? Let me say this. There's a club in New York. There's a comedy club in New York called Broadway. That is the perfect comedy club, renowned comedy club there. Just like what you was just saying, Kool-Aid. Go in front of strangers. That club, they get straight up strangers. I'm talking about people from Brazil, Japan, Detroit, of course. But it's just people out in the street, and they have these other comedians selling they selling them and giving tickets away. Like, hey man, come on, get down to Broadway and blah blah blah, whatever. And people go in, and it's like it's different. It's just like it's beautiful, man. It's like you go on that stage, man, you performing in front of somebody from Brazil, Texas, New York, of course, because you're there, Atlanta, but it's just a variety of people.
I want to shout out Tiffany Pridgett. She said her advice is be yourself and keep it real. Definitely keep making us laugh, the Bible said, because laughter is a good medicine for the soul. That's true. That's true. I also want to, go ahead, man.
Oh, no, I was about to say was it Spain, Verdina? The comment you said, Kool-Aid is so fine. Get off my damn page and get over here. You be complimenting no man on my page with your goofy ass. Get off my page and go over there. You could have at least complimented me. Say, yeah, man, you all right with Kool-Aid. Hey, what up, D-Web?
Hey, what up, D-Web? I want to ask y'all, all comedians, and the people that's viewing on all of our pages, do you think social media is hurting or helping stand-up comedy? I'm not saying single out any individual. No, I'm just saying, do you think it's hurting or helping the game, period? And y'all too that's watching and listening, do you think social media is helping or hurting the stand-up comedy game? What do you think?
I think it's two-pronged. It's a two-pronged situation because it can help you get out to touch way more people than you would just doing shows and a show. Like you might have a 200-seater, but if you do and put your things like on YouTube, you getting touching thousands, millions of people that can see you. So that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? When it might be hurting is that some people, that's all they want to do is just like internet. You know what I'm saying? Just want to do skits. Now, do you mean like putting your shows on internet, or do you just mean just like social media, like, just skits?
I think social media, period. Whatever you do, the people the audience watching.
I think that it helps because it's you touching. It's the more people that people can see you from New York. People can see you from all around the world.
I'm gonna give you what the devil's advocate of that is. Some people think that it's hurt. I'm not one of those people. Some people might say it's hurting the stand-up comedy game because people think this is what stand-up comedy is. When they watch
the skits.
When they watch
that's different.
Okay, this is what stand-up is. This guy, I want to see this guy. This is what stand-up is. So I'm not one of those people. But do y'all think social media is hurting or helping the stand-up comedy game?
I would say yes. It's helping because there are eras. Just like when we were younger. There was a different era of comedy for us. Like we had our comedy hero was Eddie Murphy. Like today's era, Kevin Hart is today's Eddie Murphy. That's how people look at him. Just like we looked at Eddie Murphy and our parents and so forth. Like kids are at Kevin Hart. Like and it's definitely helping the comedy, because that's the level. Say like, you know, back in the day when we were doing comedy, if we had the internet, we would utilize it the same way. And then some people be talking about us the way the other one are being, you know, the internet comedians or whatever.
Man, what you think?
Helping.
He's trying not to say what you want to say.
Helping. No, Martini make a good point. He make a good point by saying it's different. How can I say this? I guess it's just like rap to me. Okay, now you got the dudes that's rapping now that just got the little chime songs and things like that.
Mumble rappers.
Right, the mumble rappers. They're doing it, but they're making money doing their thing. If this is a lane, my thing is stay in your lane. You got stand-up comedians, you got comedic actors, you got the Vine and clip comedians. You got those. Stay in your lane. If your lane is making the clips and doing the quick things, that's your lane. Don't come in our lane. Don't come in the stand-up lane, because can people do both? Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with doing both. But if we're focused on one thing and say, hey, you know what, we'll focus on the stage, we're not going to do this. And you pull in numbers, you guys go out, these internet comedians, you go out, you do these big shows, you pack the house out, but you're not funny. You know what I mean? I mean, real is real. A lot of you guys are not funny. You know, so you don't work on your craft. You worked on those skits. Your skits are hilarious. We all love them.
Yes,
that's
sir.
your lane. I don't think you should come in our lane and say, hey, I'm going to be a stand-up comedian and get on stage and do it, because you can't do it. And I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll pretty much battle anyone.
All right, let me play devil's advocate.
I'm sorry. No. Noah's Bank said y'all doing it now. Live is where it is now.
Yeah, good point. We are on social media.
Exactly.
I want to play devil's advocate. I saw an interview with Country Wayne. Said his first show, I think he got 25,000. Now, it's easy to say stay in your lane, but when someone's calling saying, hey, I got 25,000, 2,500, I don't know if it's 20, I'm thinking 2,500, my bad. Right. 2,500 to come over here and do a show. Do you think you realize how hard that is to stay in your lane?
No. Take the money. No, you can take the money. I agree with that part. Now, but I'm just saying, I don't think you should give yourself a name where the iWebs or whoever, it's not stand-up comedy, because when you guys come out there and you do that, of course, if somebody said, hey, Melvin, do 20 vines and we're going to give you $100,000, I'm going to do 20 quick little vines and take the money. I agree, but I'm going to know my lane. If I'm not great at it and I don't feel right, because I love the craft of what I do. I love stand-up comedy. I don't just do it just to be doing it. I actually love what I do. I can't say, hey, man, I'm going to keep going getting $50,000 and I'm stealing these people money. But now you ever notice that when these guys do these shows, they don't make return trips.
Yeah.
The reason being, you sold out that show, but then you sucked. And that's why you're not coming back. So, they've been here one time, but you don't see them coming back like the Mike Epps and the Bruce's and the Kool-Aids and the Martinis and all. They're not in demand like that, because you prove your point. You showed your face.
That's the one, I say, that's the one flaw back of that is like, if you getting 2,500, like he said, that's his first show ever doing stand-up. Now, that's crazy, right? And you look at all the other comedians like us, we grinding. You know what I'm saying? Getting there, trying to get better. And then just because he got known on the web, that he was able to, a person was like, he funny, he's a mug on these videos. I know he got to be funny. He seemed like he funny in real person. So I pay him 2,500. Bet. I love it. Hold on. I'm just saying.
Okay, go ahead.
You get paid at 25. Then you go on that stage, and you can't give that man $2,500 worth of work on stage. It's like you really stole that bread, because even though he gave it to you, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like he gave it to you, but I'm like, you didn't really earn it, because like when I first started coming, I didn't get. If somebody said, Gemini, come do this show, I'm gonna give you 500. I heard you funny. I'm gonna give you 500. I'd be like, well, I know I can come do it for like 2, maybe 150, because at that time I didn't feel like I was.
Man, you ain't turning on.
Hold on, let me pose this question.
I still ask the promoter. They still calling me now and give me.
Hold on, let me pose this question.
I turned it down
to Kool-Aid. Now Kool-Aid has one of the hottest once a month rooms at Nick's Gaslight. It was every second Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So let me say this. Now, Kool-Aid. Now this is gonna be a hard one for you because what you just said. Now pay attention to what you just said.
Okay.
Now you about funny. We all know that because there's a lot of comedians that has not been to Knicks because Kool-Aid believe in funny. You have to be funny. Country Wayne, people call you.
Yes,
Are you gonna book him?
Definitely. Definitely. I am. I right hand to the man. Country Wayne is selling out weekends at improvs, funny bones across the country. I'm on the road with Lil Duval right now, and that a lot of times Country Wayne is there the prior weekend before me and Duval get there, and the club owner is always talking about how many people came out to see Country Wayne.
So for that day, you would forgive the comedy and go with the money because you normally like I'm strictly you got to be funny to work at Knicks.
Definitely, yeah. I will, and to make my point, I never saw Country Wayne on stage. I never saw him on stage, so I don't know if he's funny or not. But I know he packing the house. Right. I know he's packing the house.
And I want to make that point too. I've never seen you on stage. I'm just using your name because it's a popular name.
Well, I want to shout out some people. Y'all do the same. I want to shout out somebody on my. We got James. He said, I think social media is hurting the game. They stealing y'all jokes and posting it like it's their own.
That's true. That's one thing.
And y'all got some comments y'all want to shout out.
Kool-Aid, that's happened to you before. We ain't gonna throw it out there. It's happened to him.
It's happened. I take like a badge of honor, man. I see it, and then I'd be like, man, I'd be like, I hope a lot of people don't see this and think I stole it. Yeah.
But Kool-Aid, we also had one that hit 7 million views too.
Oh, we did.
So we stepped in their lane and conquered it.
Yeah. You got any comments?
Leroy Brown said, "What up, though, fellas?"
Any comments that's relevant?
No, ain't
okay. All right.
Let me see. Both are great, but everybody ain't funny. That's from Tiffany. She said that. She said, yeah, and I agree with that. And Latitia Rice said, you said it, Gemini. They can't give a $25 worth on stage. Yeah, we all agree with that. And Will Smith said, I remember the first time seeing Kool-Aid on stage at Wayne State. He was the reason I wanted to do stand-up comedy.
All right, Will Smith. Daryl Doc Carter said he had to see him a few times before he could pay someone, before he had to pay someone. And someone said, who was it? Keena said, I guess Country Wayne is hilarious. I guess they saying Country Wayne he is hilarious. He is. I never saw him before.
I saw a clip of him.
But now, Mel, you said they coming in our lane. Now, what if they had a problem with you doing skits, and you coming in their lane doing skits to get your Instagram followers up and Facebook followers up? What do you say if they was to say, don't come in our lane then?
I mean, at that point, I would have to stick by my own words and agree with them. If that's something. Now, here's the thing. My thing is this. You can come in this lane, and if you're going to be a stand-up comedian, be a stand-up comedian and work on that craft. You can do it. Like Country Wayne did say he want to work on the craft.
And he been working,
Young Fly Guy said he wanted to work on the craft.
Yeah.
Now, if I say I'm not just going, that's just like me doing a skit going, I'm roller skating down the street going boogity boogity boo, and I do it, and y'all gonna look at me like, what is he doing? I'll perfect that joke. I'll take something that I created and make it funny. If I cannot finally make it funny, if I can't get to that point, I'm stepping out that lane and going back to where I was.
Yeah. Noah Banks said, just like the rap battles, just like we used to do back in the day with the cap sessions, you know. And he also said on this other one, which made great sense. He said, stay in your lane or get side swipe.
That's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel like they should stay in lane, Martini? Do you feel like they should stay in their lane, the internet comedians?
Yeah, they're in their lane.
I mean, do you have a problem with them doing stand-up comedian and coming in and making a lot of money, more money than established comics already?
I'll look in the camera on this one. Make it how you can.
Good point.
So for all the people, for all the shows Martina got coming up, if any internet comedian want to just step in and take that money from him, and let's see how he feel then.
They doing it, dude. They doing it here in Detroit. It ain't even an internet comedian, but he going on the internet to get the show. It's called underbidding. And that was actually...
That goes on before the internet.
Yeah, that was actually, remember, a long time ago, right there, you stayed on Greenfield, we had that meeting. We had that meeting about dude.
Right,
and had that. Yeah, and I still remember that.
Now we definitely want to take the stance. We're not bashing any internet comic. This is a topic, one of the subjects we talking about today. Internet comedians. Matter of fact, I think we should all say 2 internet comedians we like. We gotta say something positive.
My guy,
Who
Tattoo Man, Page, and Ha Ha Davis.
Okay.
I can't just say 2. I got
no,
more.
you gotta say 2, dog. No, you only say 2. I only say 2. I gotta shout out Be Easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Be Easy. That dude hilarious, man.
Yeah, I say.
Be Easy and Ha Ha Davis. They're my 2 favorites.
Mine is honestly just hilarious. I love her. I think her little quick little things be funny to me. That's just me. And Country Wayne, I think his little quick little hits, his movements, his eyes, it's funny, man.
Oh, he got sexy eyes. Huh, man? You like his eyes, man? His eyes is brown. They brown. Tina, you got 2. Tina don't got the internet, so we don't know why he talking to him. He gonna say Richard Pryor and Richard Pryor.
No. Mine's is Jackpot the Juice Man. That's my dog, and Tattoo Man Page. Big time. That dude, crazy creative.
All right. We want to encourage y'all to call in. Y'all got all these topics. I mean, a lot to say on the internet. Call in and we want to hear your voice, man. 313-216-0674. You want to know what I want to do now, y'all? And we're going to keep it real. Top 5 comedians in the city of Detroit.
Nah, man.
Y'all don't want to do that? Yeah. Come on, man. Let's do that.
You got to.
No, top 5, city of Detroit. Ain't no too many.
You talking about like top 5 out of all time?
All that's living here in Detroit.
You talking about everybody pay attention because Gemini going first.
Yeah.
Top 5 comedians.
City of Detroit.
Put y'all's on here too.
You talking about like hold on.
Let's talk to our people first. If y'all please put y'all's on here. Your top 5 comedians in Detroit. Whatever y'all think, top 5 comedians, it don't matter. You're not gonna hurt nobody's feelings. We all got thick skin. Even if you on our page, you can do it. So we're gonna start with Gemini. Gemini, don't ask no questions. Okay. Who is your top 5 comedians in the city?
Here you go.
All right. Downtown Tony Brown. Shawnee D. Kool-Aid. Phone fell. Me and Craig Capone.
Okay. All right. That's your list. You can't. Hey, that's your list. I'll go next. My top 5, Downtown Tony Brown. Can we include ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
You a comedian?
All right. Well, yeah.
What's wrong
I didn't know if y'all was gonna think I was biased or not.
Well, I'm buying it.
Nah, biased, not buying it.
He said I'm buying
But buying it.
Downtown Tony Brown. This is no particular order either. Downtown Tony Brown, Shiny D, Howie Bell, Kool-Aid, and Mike Bonner. Top 5.
Okay, that's a cold.
Ooh, that's a cold lineup right there.
Top 5. My top 5: Downtown Tony Brown, Shiny D. I'm gonna say. Now, do they have to from here or living here?
Living here, because we all would have said Tony Roberts.
Okay, okay, living here. I gotta say it. Bobo Lamb, he's in there. So Kool-Aid and Mike Bonner.
Wait, say yours 5 again.
Downtown Tony Brown, Shiny D, Bobo Lamb, Kool-Aid, and Mike Bonner.
Okay.
That's a cold.
Okay. All right. Here we go, Martini. What? Richard Pryor, and Richard Pryor.
And me doing Richard Pryor. That's what it is, baby. Right on.
Who is top 5?
No, my top 5 comedians of out of Detroit is of course.
Here now.
I understand. I understand. It's Mr. Downtown Tony Brown. Yeah. So that's always one. And I got of course I got my boy Clipper Man.
Don't turn my phone off.
Okay.
You know he's funny. Shout out Clipper Man here in Atlantic City doing his thing.
Yeah. Mike Bonner, of course. Shawnee D and Kool-Aid.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's do any of y'all? Your battery went dead.
Okay, Spain. Of course, Kool-Aid. Yeah, Spain. If I'm saying the name right, she said. You can't just use. She said Kool-Aid to Wrong Right. Kool-Aid.
Oh man,
Hey, you got a fat. Why she on that?
Trying to get the big in.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so I called
downtown Tony Brown. Don't try to pacify me. Calvin Brown, my man Calvin. He's a stand-up comedian. Shout out Calvin. Calvin said downtown Tony Brown, Kool-Aid, Mailman, Shiny D, and himself. That's what's up.
okay. You got another one?
I got one.
Okay.
Anthony Austin said downtown Tony Brown, Big Daddy Fitz, Martini Harris,
good job.
Kool-Aid, and Mike Bonner.
That's a cool list. Latita Wright said Kool-Aid, Martini, Melvin, Mike Larry, and Josh.
Yeah, that's what Sugar Bear said. He said Howie Bell, Josh Adams, Shiny D, and Kool-Aid.
Somebody said, somebody did say, what about Foolish? Yeah. It's like some parts are interchangeable, man. Like Foolish, yeah, he definitely deserving.
See, a top 10 is totally different than a top 5.
Yeah, we only asked for 5.
You only say a top 10 is you can.
Coco.
Okay,
I got it.
Hey, call us in. Call in. Tell us y'all list. 313-216-0674. Once again, the phone number is 313-216-0674. 0674. Call us and let us know y'all top
Will
5.
Smith said downtown Tony Brown, Mike Bonner, Kool-Aid, Spanky Hayes, and Howie.
I still say, I mean, if we had the thing for the 10, that will be.
No, you gonna start confusing.
Yeah, man. No, let's keep it at 5. Let's keep it at 5.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah, because the top 5 is gonna be, the next top 5 we're gonna be worldwide. Like we're gonna do our top 5 worldwide. Like outside of Detroit. And Leon said Josh Adams funny as hell. Somebody said, "Oops, Coco." What about Coco?
We love them.
We love all the comedians. We're not saying that they're not funny. We just saying that it's the top 5 in our minds.
Yeah, it's a tough decision, man. Everybody
got a lot of comedians that's funny in this city,
Let us also say that. I'm speaking for myself when I say this. We got love for every one of them. I spoke on who makes me laugh.
Me too.
Who I can watch and make me laugh. No disrespect to any comedian in the game. I love y'all. I went with the people that make me laugh. That's my mission statement. Jesus Christ.
Somebody said make Bonner and Jish.
Make Bonner and Jish?
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Said, Mel, I gotta see you.
Alice Walker said Mike Bonner, Kool-Aid, Make Bonner, Martini Harris, and Jish. But she's talking about Josh and Mike and Bonner. I know.
Somebody said you for a handsome gentleman plus Martez Jackson, of course. Kelly said that. So she's trying to get a popping. Yeah, you trying to get a popping, Kelly. Yeah.
She wants Gemini.
Once again, that phone number is, you call Gemini handsome? What's wrong with you?
Handsome, bro.
Look at that face.
He said.
Once again, the phone number is 313-216-0674.
Hey, this is
313-216-0674. Hit us up. Let us know y'all top 5 in the city of Detroit, man.
What you looking
We're trying to get it popping. All things set up comedy. You got any questions about comedy, comments about comedy, let us know what you think. All right? For real. Now, we're going to move to another aspect of comedy.
Right on.
First, we also got to talk about, like certain cliques. Like, yeah, we
let's go there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Cliques.
Take my hat off.
We got it. You know what? Since I got the mic, I want to talk about the
original clique.
The state of comedy in the city of Detroit. Now, a lot of people watching us, they come out and support us. They come out and mess with us and support us. The state of comedy in the city of Detroit. Now, me, myself, personally, I'm kind of uncomfortable with the state of comedy in the city of Detroit. And I'm just going to say it. I know you don't want it with no filter, Mel, but I'm going to say it. A lot of younger comedians a lot of younger comedians that I see tend to be more concerned about getting bookings, getting money, and going out of town before they have their show together. I advise comedy. I think, me personally, I'm gonna get on my high horse right now. I think I do more for black comedians in the city of Detroit than any comedian doing right now. I get comedians stage time, advice, and money. So I feel like I'm in a position to say this.
I agree with that.
Comedians in the city of Detroit, younger comedians in the city of Detroit, don't put themselves in a position to win. I want to shout out somebody, Marv Ross. Marv Ross is a young comedian in the city of Detroit who's doing it the right way. He's not thinking about money right now, but he's working. He's going on stage more often than anybody in the city of Detroit. He's at the Punchline. The Punchline Comedy Lounge is a comedy club in Southfield, and he's there every weekend going up on stage. No other comics is there. Gemini be there sometime, but Marv is there more than anybody. He go on stage every night, 2 times a night sometimes. And ain't asking for money. He's standing outside saying, give me a donation for my DVD. These other comedians, like Kool-Aid ain't booking me. Kool-Aid ain't doing this. I'm not the only dude that's not booking you. And you want to know why? Because you got to have a show. You got to put that show together, man, and be willing to go here for free. We'll be willing to do stuff for free. That's all I got to say. I'm going to let y'all say what y'all got to say, but that's I think the young, I'm going to close it off by saying that younger comedians in the city of Detroit not willing to put in that grind. They think they put in that grind already because they do 3 guest spots at your show. And like, hey, I'm trying to book me. No, you got to do more than that. I was doing comedy 7 years before I got paid, for real. But put in that work, younger comics. That's all I got to say. Y'all.
All right. No, let Martini go on the next one in line.
What?
I mean, at what point, like, what you think? Can you piggyback off what he said? I mean, can you piggyback off what Kool-Aid said?
Oh yeah, I mean, just keep your structure.
All right,
okay. So we gotta go to Gemini. You know what? I'll say this. Well, let me jump back. I guess I'm next in line after Martini. When I came in the game, everything the Kool-Aid said is correct. They actually, these 2 dudes pulled me to the side. They pulled me to the side and they took me under their wings, and I listened. I remember the first time I headlined, I bombed. Kool-Aid dissected my whole show and said, put this here, do this and that. And I listened, and I actually paid dues. I went out and I said, this is what I'm going to do. And I go out and I stood in the House of Comedy. I stood in these other clubs. They got me on stage. Well, Kool-Aid actually put me at the River Rock, which is probably the hottest comedy night ever in Michigan, the $2 Tuesday. And I mean, stayed jam-packed every Tuesday. I was scared to death. He put me up because he offered me $50 and I took it. And he put me up. But learning from there, man, it made me realize that I love what I do. It ain't I'm just out here doing like you said. Hey man, I did a couple of shows. You can book me. Like he said, he talked about Marv Ross. He do. I stay behind Gemini. You know, I think Gemini can be great at what he do. We had our little problems early in the week where he thought I said something negative about him, but it wasn't that. And what I said was, I just said, you know, you can't come around people being professional and you drunk or you dress a certain way or something like that. And it was more so talking to him as a little brother, saying, like, dude, you funny enough to be on a whole nother level. And I put a stamp on Gemini probably harder than anybody else because the dude is a great storyteller. But when he's not drunk or something, he probably one of the funniest dudes in the city.
I agree.
And I definitely agree with that. And I definitely give him that. So I say I agree with Kool-Aid, man. Pay y'all dues, man. Just stop thinking because you did Manny's 3 times and you did Baker's twice, and now you want to headline the All-Star Comedy of the Decade show. It just ain't gonna happen, man.
I think they version of paying dues is different than what paying dues really is.
Okay.
They thinking. Because I'm gonna let you speak. I know it's your turn. I know you're anxious. They think they version of paying dues is doing guest spots. Okay, I did 2 guest spots, not book me. I did 3 guest spots, not book me. No, you're gonna have to do several guest spots, man. You're gonna have to go up there and work on your guys. Look, comics that say I'm not going there because he ain't paying me. You're not hurting that person that's not paying you. You hurting yourself by not getting that stage time and making yourself a better comic. You getting more. If stage time sometimes is better than money. If you going on stage and becoming a better comic, you could travel and do stuff, man. Just go on stage. Stop worrying about the money.
And I do want to say this, man. I overlooked him like Calvin Brown. Calvin Brown will see me post something on anything I do, and that dude called me and be like, dude, just let me ride, let me get the vibe of the shows, what y'all doing. And when he get his guest spots and when he do them shows, he actually rip.
Yeah,
so he's not
he
afraid
does.
to say, "Hey man, I see you going to Chicago. I see you going to Indiana or Cleveland. Let me ride with you." He pay his dues. And Calvin Brown, like I said, he one of the ones in the game that's coming up extremely fast, and he blowing them out the water, mainstream and the urban rooms.
I can-
All right, listen.
Look.
Oh, y'all all didn't talk, man.
I didn't talk.
You got all by default. You got to come next, dog. Listen.
Go ahead, Sam. Pray for us.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, dog. I feel like I've been doing comedy in here in this city hard for 10 years straight. Going on 10 years to be February 18th, be 10 years. And I don't feel like none of these young comedians ever grind as much as I did. Nobody did. I've been stranded so many places, hitting mics for free since 2008. And y'all know I've been at Baker's, Blackberries, Mandy's, just everywhere. Hip hop shops. I ain't just do comedy show. I went every mic I can get. Every mic. People, I didn't charge nobody nothing for at least 5 years. Didn't ask for no money for at least 5 years because I wasn't ready enough for you to give me my money. You can't ask for no money. I told JD to smile us, so he'll tell you. He used to be like, man, this is back in the day before we was both even funny. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dog, we okay, but we ain't even funny. I'm not about to ask these people to give me.
What was he saying? He said,
I need to get some money.
Yep.
I was like, I just need to get the mic. All I wanted was the mic. It came to the point where all I wanted was the mic. All I wanted was the mic because I felt like this. If I get my name out here, eventually they'll pay me. But first of all, I want my name to be like it is now. When you say I'm a comedian, they be like, you know Gemini? Of course, because now everybody know my name. Now, not only did I get my name out there, I worked on my craft on stage. I worked on it. I worked at home. See, people don't work at home. They just go home. You know what I'm saying? People don't work at home. I stand in the mirror. I walk outside. I talk outside. I act like I'm on stage.
That's because you talk to yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. That's true. That's a plus.
Do you think younger comedians are willing to pay their dues, or they just
some of them are like Marv. But see, a lot of them I talk to them like Marv. I like Marv, bro. This is what you got to do. I told JD. That's how he got his try to get his grind. I told them all, cause back and all of them will tell you, CP, all of them. I was grinding. Didn't ask for no money, but I was everywhere. That's why they say, Jim, I be everywhere. I be everywhere. And I wanted to get that mic because if I know as much mics I get, the more people would know me. The funnier I get, that means once I get funny, people already know me.
Yeah.
And it's work.
Man, but
we giving Martini another chance.
This goofy.
Yeah.
This man, go to sleep. Night night. No, I remember when I first started. Was down at B's Comedy Kitchen, and Kool-Aid was like, "Yeah, man, you gotta go up, and man, you gotta quit BSing the stage, man. Man, you BSing, man." Because it was almost like he was Morpheus and I was Neo, and he was like, "Dude, you better than that. I see more in you than you actually see in yourself. I can't give it to you, but I can tell you that you're close to it." But anyway, performing at B's Comedy Kitchen and performing at different other spots, like I still got a flyer with your Kool-Aid jug on it.
Yeah, you tagged me into it. You tagged me, and I saw it.
Still fresh, a fresh flyer, Cafe Mahogany. But this brother told me one day we was at B's. He said, "Man, now you can get paid." I said, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." This dude paid me $70, and I was elated because I got $70, not knowing that I done did 4 shows. I should have got more than that. But back then, $70, I was elated. I said, "Dang, man." He said, "I'm going to go get your money." So now I'm coming to think, did he give me $70? Steve.
Hey, Jay La Stockwell posed a question. How do y'all prepare yourselves for the crowd?
It depends. For me, it depends. I would prepare the same way, man. Go out there with extreme confidence, because you got to be confident and a little cocky to believe I can go out here and make 300 strangers laugh. You got to have confidence.
That's true.
So I prepare with extreme confidence, man, and just believe I can go out there and do it. So that's me. I don't know about nobody else. I just go out there with.
I could say basically the same thing. I just be like, I gotta go talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini, so I had to go holler at him, be like, is he ready? Make sure he good. You know what I'm saying? So he be like, I'm good. I'm like, all right. So we going. But I like, you know what I'm saying? I like to use the nervous energy. I like to use the nervous energy as energy on the stage. Like everybody gonna get nervous. You know what I'm saying? That nervous energy you just use, I use it as the power on the stage. Just go ahead.
So what happens if one of y'all bomb? You blame that's his fault.
Nah, if one of us bomb, then it's both of our fault. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't listen to the other person. Obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Taking yourself out of 2 points.
See me, my palms are ready. Me. Oh no, that's a rap.
Oh, yeah.
That's Eminem. No, with me, man, I just I kind of agree with Kool-Aid, but I'm more of like I hype myself up. Like I said, I know I'm gonna go there. I'm very confident that the joke gonna work. Not more confident in myself. I'm confident that the joke is gonna work. So if I deliver the joke like it's funny, you people, I mean, they'll laugh. But if I deliver it like it's not funny, you're gonna be skeptical about it. So what I try to do is to just hype myself up, be very confident, and when I start to walk on the stage, and as soon as I get there and grab the mic, man, everything goes away, and I just feel great, and I just rock out.
Man.
Here we go again.
They say they try calling, but they can't get through.
Hold on, said that's right. Be everywhere with no car, so it's no excuse. Talking about Gemini. Ola said that.
True.
Yeah, somebody said they tried calling, but they couldn't go through.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, let's see what happens. Somebody call this number 313-216-0674.
And
Let's see what happens.
Tia says, do you guys think that people are respecting online comedy over stand-up comedy?
Ooh.
Yeah, they are, cause they get more money than so they are, and it boils down to it's a business decision. So I don't blame them. I don't blame the club owner because like I said, I'm a promoter too. I will book Country Wayne. I will book Just Hilarious. I will book all of them.
Okay, would you book them twice?
If they was funny, yeah.
No.
Oh, you said if they wasn't funny?
They wasn't funny,
Yeah.
but they
Let me say this.
Hey, let's see how
I would say, yes, I will book them twice. If they pack the house twice, I will book them twice, but I would surround them with other comedians that the audience would be like, okay, it was a good show. And I'd be like, okay, don't you do 25 minutes. Whoever that comic is that packed my place and and not funny, you do 25 minutes and everybody else going to do the rest. That's how I would do it. You guys, I would be smart.
Speaking of, ain't Just Hilarious here tonight?
No, I see that next
at the
week.
Punchline?
Next week.
Monday
and Tuesday. Just Hilarious. He's cute too.
And we want to apologize for the phones. We do apologize.
You the one booked that.
We just going through some technical difficulties. If y'all trying to call in, just somebody else
call Kool-Aid phone.
No, we gonna try. We working on that right now. So just
they've been calling Kool-Aid number. He ain't even give out this number. He been giving out his number.
Yeah, call me at 3.
Hey, Howie Bell said, "What up?" Howie Bell said he'll make him host if the internet comedian wasn't funny and he brought him back. He said he'll make him host. That's basically that's well, I'm a host. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to see me host. I probably went out and bought a new suit or something. I got to show that suit off, Howie. You know what I'm saying? So I get up there and host.
Suit off.
Yeah, I got to have the suit. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. Y'all get any comments from This Is Hype? I've been watching Kool-Aid and Martini for years. Definitely respect y'all grind. Well, that's what's up, Raymond. Don't make us feel old. Somebody said Ryan Davis is funny, too.
Yeah.
Well, he's here tonight. Ryan Davis is here tonight at the Comedy Castle.
And Mark Ridley's.
He's over there tonight. Calvin Brown said when he go on stage, he said I say a prayer, and I sort of reckon the vibe or recon the vibe and what the host is receiving, and he said he make his assessment from there. And he said, giving a response of the crowd, and he said, I choose my material from there.
Man, you ain't going to war. What the hell are you talking about? You putting on eye black and I'm going to get him.
I'm a dude looking for another dude. Another dude.
I load up the gun.
Hey, Jay Blunt watching, y'all.
What up, Joe?
What's up?
Hey, Joe, tell him something.
Joe! Fire truck.
Get that right there like that.
What's up, Will Smith, Calvin, Sugar Bear, J-Lie, Tia, what's going on with you?
I love you too, Six.
Kool-Aid and all girls, loving him.
No, that was Six. She married.
What up, though?
My boy Lando, what up with you, man?
We're going to do the top 5 of all time. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got some more people?
All time?
Of all time. Your favorite
Anthony
top
Austin.
five? Oh, go ahead.
N.S. Banks, Kevin Groves, Bernard.
Good.
What's up to Darren? Motown Mo. Yeah, Bill Hill, that's my dog. E-Biz. Alex Walker. Right on to the right-ons. All right, Skills. Tiffany Franklin.
Shout out child support on mine. Looking for Martini. They said because Martini low there.
No, I pays mine. Man, you best believe that, man. I got a day job, so I'm smart about it.
Y'all ready to do the top 5 comedians all time? Your favorite top 5 all time? I went first last.
Gemini. No,
You said what?
Yeah, Martini go all time.
Oh, yeah. Top 5. Of all
I
time.
give y'all one guess who Martini top 5 is.
I don't care. You know, but don't hate about it.
And then try again.
Shut up, scratch face beach. All right, it's of course, yes it is. Richard Pryor, boom. Steve Martin, yes sir. I got my boy E-Biz, Bill Hill, Def Jam, first man to ever smoke marijuana on national television.
Wait, top 5 all time?
Yes.
Bill Hill.
Yes.
All right, man.
Kevin Hart. Well, I mean, wait. Seriously. So what you're doing is you're telling me that who I named is not my top 5.
No, I was shocked. That's all.
Okay, yeah, you shocked, but you're gonna judge me on what I named.
Yeah, I was shocked. My bad.
Okay,
go ahead.
All right. I mean, a lot of people like DL, some people don't.
You got Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Who?
Bill Martin.
You're not even listening.
And then you say, he started nigga Bill Martin.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, Bill Hill, E-Biz, yeah, and then I got Kevin Hart and Eddie Murphy.
So no Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right.
That's your list.
Yeah.
Mine, of course, Richard Pryor.
Is this the order? Or
no, I ain't gonna say that. No, not no. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, and I would probably go George Carlin.
Boom. Okay. Cold list. Not like martinis though, but I got to go. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, D.L. Hughley. Yeah. D.L. Hughley. Man, D.L. Hughley is. Yeah. we had somebody over there. D.L. Hughley is the king of comedy, man. Man. He said D.L. Hughley snuck in my. No, you ain't got to be a king, but I'm saying.
Go ahead.
All right, the fifth one, gotta be. I would say Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
You better say it, mate. All right, my top ones all time is Richard Pryor. You said all time. He already in my top 5 already, fam. You feel me? Got that already. Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle. Let me see, Dave Chappelle. Who else?
You know who?
Nah, he already in my top 5.
You wanted to come back to you?
No. I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
All right.
Oh yeah. Jerry Lewis.
Nah. Okay.
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis is hilarious, man.
You said yeah. You said you didn't say. You said funny as you didn't say stand up.
Our producer.
You didn't say stand up. You said
our
comedians.
Our producer over there stood up and discussed and was like, "No Bernie Mac." So what y'all fellas say? No Bernie Mac.
He just said top 5. He didn't say top 10.
Calvin said Red Fox, Bill Burr, Paul Mooney, Chris Rock, and Richard Pryor. And J-Law says Cat Williams, Monique, Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. Will Smith said Richard Pryor, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock said the entertainer.
Okay. Keenan.
I got Hey Danny Gray.
Man, Keenan said Eddie Griffith, Ronnie Dangerfield, Chris Rock, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy. Okay, Howie Bell. Howie Bell chimed in with his list. He said Red Fox, Sam Kinison, Robin Harris. We forgot about him. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Good one. Hey, but no, Howie Bell, you chime in on this too. They shocked that how Bernie Mac is not on none of our lists. What do y'all feel about
top
that?
10.
Tia said Richard Pryor, Mooney, Fox.
You going back to like
Chris Rock, and she said Sinbad. Sinbad.
Oh yeah, Sinbad is
hilarious.
But you talking?
But he mad about Bernie Mac. Somebody
say top 5.
Is Bernie Mac on anybody's list?
That's a big ass
No,
list
Bernie
that
Mac
you
not
got to
on
go
my
to.
list.
No, it's Bernie Mac on anybody's list.
Yes,
even the people on here, nobody said Bernie
We're
Mac.
not talking top 10.
Oh no, he ain't my top 5.
Yeah, nobody got Bernie Mac.
Now Bernie Mac. All right,
hilarious.
how can I say this? I think Bernie Mac had one of the top 5 all sets of all time. No, I don't. Me personally,
I don't think he is.
I laugh more at D.L. Hughley over. No, I laugh more at D.L. Hughley over his body of work. Is funnier to me. To me, his body of work.
Okay, but do you remember this, Kool-Aid, at the House of Comedy when D.L. came, and I think you did a set that night?
I don't.
Yeah, you went up. You went up when D.L. was here. I think you went up either first or so. I think somebody brought you up, and you did a spot, and he blew D.L.
No,
you did, man.
No,
you did way better than D.L., man. You did way. D.L. did about an hour and 20, and you did way better than him, dude.
I think all the comedians we named, other than you, everybody else got writers. I don't know if D.L. Hughley have writers. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Sam Kinison, all those other guys have writers down on the payroll.
So you telling me Dave Chappelle wasn't funny before he had a writer?
No. See, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he funny. He's still on my top list.
He write his stuff too. 5. So you don't write none of his stuff?
No, he does. See how you twisted my
I'm
words?
asking. I'm curious.
So he don't write none of his stuff. I never say he didn't write none of his stuff. Chris Rock got writers. He write the majority of his stuff, but he still had writers. Yeah. Red Fox had writers. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He on your top 5. Did you know Red Fox had writers?
He's my top 5.
Okay.
But he didn't start off with writers. That's my point.
None of us.
All right. While y'all argue that one, I'm gonna read this one off with Anthony Austin. He said Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, and Downtown Tony Brown.
That's actually a cold list.
That's a cold list.
Hey, now hold on. Let's throw this question out there. If we can go top 1 of all time, no matter white, black, old, no matter how far we go back to present, to it could be somebody from our hood, it could be a megastar. 1, no, nothing else. Just one. One of all time.
All time.
Craig Capone for Gemini. We have a
Gemini, I love Craig Capone, boy.
All right, Gemini, go ahead.
No, my top 1 is Richard Pryor.
Okay. I got to preface my comment by saying, okay, we got 5 minutes. I'm going to make this quick.
You just can't get no analogy to the answer.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the head chair. I could do that.
So
look, the thing is, it used to be Eddie Murphy, but I believe Chris Rock has surpassed Eddie Murphy only because in stand up. Now listen to me, y'all. Only in stand up, not in the movies. Yeah. Not in the movie. We know Eddie Murphy killing the movie game, but in stand up, Eddie Murphy is like Biggie Smalls to me.
Okay, let me say this, Kool-Aid. Now, are you saying because Chris Rock has done more stand up shows, or are they funnier?
Both. I think both. Wow. Here let me explain. Let me explain. Eddie Murphy is the Biggie Smalls. He did two great things. Raw and Delirious. He did 2 great things, and that was it. For our stand-up, he Biggie. Chris Rock and Jay-Z. He has lasted throughout the years and made hits. His body of work surpassed Biggie Smalls, basically. Jay-Z was behind Biggie. But when Biggie stopped doing work, he passed him up. So Chris Rock did that to Eddie Murphy to me, and Chris Rock is my number 1. That's my explanation.
I'm going to Martina. I gotta wait. I gotta get mine.
What, number 1?
Yeah. Man, take the mic. We know who we gonna say. We know who we gonna say. Take that mic.
Wow.
He feel like a girl. Wow, really?
Wow,
that's what we doing.
This clown.
Who's your number 1, y'all? Who y'all think? All right, go ahead. Number 1 of all time.
Yes, it is.
Who?
It's Mr.
Hold on, and why? Give your number 1 and why. Why is he number 1?
Oh, okay. That's easy. My number 1 is Richard Pryor. And why? It's because Richard Pryor was he was beyond unique. beyond unique. It wasn't just the only thing that he made animals talk. He saw what we what we seen how he performed. He actually saw that before him. He had a projective mind. He had a projective mind.
You do the dog.
You know, yeah, he was unique. The man was a master. The man was a master. The man was a natural of himself.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
You didn't. I just said that.
That's what I said.
All right, we got 3 minutes.
All right, mine is going to be Eddie Murphy. Real quick reason why, because I think he's absolutely naturally funny, even when he's not trying to be funny. Like if he's in an interview or anything, he's naturally funny. He's and that's why I look at him. I watched Raw the other night. And like every
so you went raw.
yeah, raw the night. And like I said, everything he's done, man, I think he's just a naturally funny comedian. But I can agree with Kool-Aid with the Chris Rock debate if you look at it like that. But still, my number one.
All right, I still want to get a chance to explain my number one. I say Richard Pryor because he did him. He was like, I'm gonna be me. And he was funny.
He liked him because he smoked crack. Look,
nah. He was real. He was one of the first realest ones out here. He was one of the first real ones out here. They don't
say, man, why don't you
really
prove to me that's the real?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, there you have it. Keenan.
Shout out to my homeboy Craig Capone, one of the funniest in the city of Detroit.
Oh, we all love Craig.
Yeah, Craig. Man, get out my V.
Hey, shout out to everybody watching, man, real quick. First of all, thank y'all for tuning in. Today was a hell of a show. I think we went down a lot of things. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Will Smith, Chantel came back, Calvin, Span, J. La, Kelly just came in, my boy Lando, all y'all, my girl Rebecca just chimed in, which I think she's watching earlier. Love you, babe. Everything. I know I did get soft real quick. Yeah. Get off my page.
Yeah. Love Williams, what's going on? Anthony Austin, Paul Dean, what's up with you? Hey, y'all check me out, Phoenix, Arizona, September 3rd for the 10-minute of Burn. You understand?
Indiana, I'm there this Saturday.
All right.
Howie Bell, quick, he said we forgot about Bill Cosby.
No,
I forgot about him because hey, they said no, we didn't. Gemini, we ain't done yet, man. 1 minute. Yeah. He ready to go smoke a cigarette so bad, man.
It ain't even a cigarette.
Damn, he ready to smoke some crack.
Hey man, we thank y'all, man. We want to thank everybody.
He ain't even a cigarette.
It's on my hand.
For Prime Time Talk with the fellas, man. My name is Melvin. This is Kool-Aid. Our special guest, Mr. Martini Harris. My man Gemini, the realest comedian. Shout out to Martez Jackson. He'll be back this week. God bless y'all, man. Stay cool. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.